Hello, this is the next video in the series of taking control in a crisis. And today is going to be about creating a plan in your mind, because here's the thing, your unconscious mind doesn't know whether the plan that you create and that you imagine and you make really compelling is unreal or real. It's no different to it. So it's as real as you sitting here watching me when you create a plan in your mind. So the first thing to do is let's pick a time scale. I'm going to say 3 months because I like working backwards from 3 months on a 90-day plan. So 3 months time, what are you going to be able to see, hear, feel and say to yourself? And you need to project yourself into the future. So this is in April 2020, so April, May, June, July, so it's the 6th of July 2020 and I am. It's really important that you project yourself into the future. So what will you be seeing, what will you be hearing, what will you be feeling, and what will you be saying to yourself at that particular point in time? So I am hearing the river, I am seeing the house, and I'm saying to myself, I came through this really, really well and I'm really set up for the future. Something like that. Make sure that you are actually in charge of maintaining whatever it is that you have in your plan, and make sure that it's up to you to start whatever it is in your plan. Then make sure you know what the evidence is for when you achieve it. So I'm going to talk about setting up a community interest company because it's a useful thing for me to be able to do. It's something I've always wanted to do so that people can work with me on their traumas that they've had in previous lives, or in their previous life I should say, rather than previous lives. So my evidence will be that I can see the completed form, I can see the picture I've taken of sending it off. May not have got back to me with any decision yet, but that's what the evidence will be for me. And make sure that it's ecological for you, and by ecological I mean that it's okay in your world. Because if you do something that's not okay in your world, then your unconscious mind isn't going to really concentrate on doing it. If your values and your beliefs don't support whatever it is that you want in this plan, then they're not going to be able to, your unconscious mind's not going to be able to go, yay, wow, I really want that. Then there's 4 questions that you can talk about, or ask yourself, which are to check the plan, if you like, check the goal. In NLP we call it a compelling outcome. So what will happen if you do get it is the first one. What will happen if you don't get it is the second one. What won't happen if you do get it, and what won't happen if you don't get it. So 4 questions. We'll put those on the video so that you can see them and write them down and check your plan against them. So what we're dealing with the plan is this, your reality, your internal representation, the things that you can see, hear, say to yourself and feel, as well as taste, touch and smell. And if you remember, if you get this right, then your unconscious mind is going to be focusing on that, which will create a great emotional state, which will then have an effect on your cells and on how you are, how you carry yourself, and all of that will lead to a behaviour which gets you results. So really, really important to get this really right and spend some time on it. Get a notebook, talk to people about it, but make sure it's just for you. So when you've got this plan, then you can start working backwards from it. So if I wanted to have sent off my application to have a community interest company, then what I need to have done before that, I need to have filled in the forms. In order to have filled in the forms, I needed to have done some research about what a community interest company is all about, and I also need to have read the forms. So research, read the forms, fill the forms in, send it off. So if you work backwards, you'll know what to do from the very beginning. And your unconscious mind will know what you're doing, and is a bit like that law of attraction, isn't it? If you know exactly what you want and you take some action towards it, then the likelihood is that you're going to get it, because you're going to be filtering for that. You're going to be following that process in your mind, and your unconscious mind thinks it's completely real as it stands at this moment. So the next video is going to be about, let's make that plan really, really compelling. So I'll see you then.